'Twas the first night home for the holidays, and all through your town, not one thumb was quiet, a lot of swiping going down. You created the perfect Bumble profile with care, in hopes that your dream guy or gal may be out there. When what to your wandering eyes should appear but a ton of faces you haven't seen in years. There's a rando from high school, your ex from 8th grade, a kid you used to babysit, and your literal Uncle Dave. As cringe as this feels, the only thing worse would be if one of them stumbled upon your profile first. But there's no need to panic or erase your face from the app. You can go incognito with one simple tap. Disappear from the others till you say they're a match, and have more fun finding your next hometown catch. With peace of mind and your profile hidden from sight, happy holidating to all, and to all a good night. Happy holidating with incognito mode from Bumble. Download today.
Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Death to Christmas. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
As we head towards Christmas, we're all doing lots of Christmassy things, making cookies, wrapping gifts, and of course, watching movies. So I started digging into wild, bizarre Christmas movies I could potentially cover for this episode, something Jason's done a very good job of over the years. And I was struck by something else, that there have been a surprisingly high amount of deaths in Christmas movies. So today, we're not talking about one specific Christmas movie, but about Christmas movie fatalities. Which movies have the most, and which are the most noteworthy. First, I want to talk through the Christmas movie deaths that have stayed with me over the years. Now, bear in mind, I didn't grow up on Christmas movies, so if you disagree or have some added thoughts or some notes, etc., please let us know. As a Jew, most of my Christmas movie education has come about through happenstance, research, friends sitting with me on the couch. So the first saddest Christmas movie death, in my opinion, is from Gremlins, the 1984 horror comedy about gremlins who wreak havoc on a small town over Christmas. You probably know it. Though there are some insane death scenes in this movie and in the sequel, maybe the most disturbing one to me, and the most sad one, is the one that Phoebe Cates' character recounts about her dad. It's not like the second one, which is much more campy. It gets very dark very quickly. So Phoebe Cates' character basically says her father actually died on Christmas Eve while pretending to be Santa coming down the chimney. But don't take my word for it. Here is her monologue from the movie. She says, "The worst thing that ever happened to me was on Christmas. God, it was so horrible. It was Christmas Eve. I was 9 years old. Me and Mom were decorating the tree, waiting for Dad to come home from work. A couple of hours went by, Dad wasn't home, so Mom called the office. No answer. Christmas Day came and went, and still nothing. The police began a search. 4 or 5 days went by. Neither one of us could eat or sleep. Everything was falling apart. It was snowing outside. The house was freezing, so I went to try to light up the fire. And that's when I noticed the smell. Firemen came, broke through the chimney top. Then me and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird, and instead they pulled out my father. He was dressed in a Santa Claus suit. He'd been climbing down the chimney on Christmas Eve. His arm was loaded with presents. He was going to surprise us. He slipped and broke his neck, died instantly. And that's how I found out there was no Santa Claus." And it's hard to even read that without, laughing a little bit. But it's always something that kind of stuck with me because it is so sad and, so insane. Again, Gremlins, very iconic holiday movie of mine, but the imagery, so dark, so fucking weird. Now, do you remember the song Christmas Shoes?
I don't.
You know?
No, I don't know that one.
Okay. It's this strange, insane song about someone trying to buy shoes for their dying mother. This song was so popular, and it came upon my radar much later than when it came out. But there's a movie about it, too. I know, exactly what we've all been clamoring for. The movie, also called Christmas Shoes, is from 2002 and stars Rob Lowe and Kimberly Williams Paisley from Father of the Bride as the sick mom. And again, as you might guess, the plot is just like the song. A boy tries to get a pair of Christmas shoes for his mom before she dies of heart failure. Spoiler alert, he gets her the shoes, but just like the song, his mom does die. It's a bad movie and a pretty sad and uncomfortable experience to watch. So if you're looking for something that'll make you crawl out of your skin around family this Christmas, may I suggest Christmas Shoes. If you don't have that much time, listen to the song. You'll get the same effect. And finally, if you're wanting to get back to some retro holiday camp, my last Christmas movie death is from 1974's horror thriller Black Christmas. Hawthorne College is quieting down for the holidays as students travel home to spend time with their families. But as Riley and her sorority sisters prepare to deck the halls with seasonal parties, a mysterious cloaked figure starts to leave a bloody trail throughout the campus. Refusing to become hapless victims, Riley and her friends decide to band together and fight back against the psychotic Christmas killer. Great, right? Makes you want to watch this movie. Each sorority sister is killed in their own creative way, but I think the most memorable is Margot Kidder's character Barb, who really brings the humor, and also during the course of the movie has a kind of unicorn statue in her room that she loves very much. Unfortunately, she gives some kids alcohol at a party, and her punishment is death. She has a severe asthma attack and then is stabbed repeatedly by her own beloved unicorn figurine. It is iconic. So those are the deaths that stick with me in Christmas movies, but I also looked into the body counts of some of our favorite Christmas movies, and what I found might surprise you. More after the break.
'Twas the first night home for the holidays, and all through your town, not one thumb was quiet, a lot of swiping going down. You created the perfect Bumble profile with care, in hopes that your dream guy or gal may be out there. When what to your wandering eyes should appear but a ton of faces you haven't seen in years. There's a rando from high school, your ex from 8th grade, a kid you used to babysit, and your literal Uncle Dave. As cringe as this feels, the only thing worse would be if one of them stumbled upon your profile first. But there's no need to panic or erase your face from the app. You can go incognito with one simple tap. Disappear from the others till you say they're a match, and have more fun finding your next hometown catch. With peace of mind and your profile hidden from sight, happy holidating to all, and to all a good night. Happy holidating with incognito mode from Bumble. Download today.
According to the List of Deaths Christmas Wiki, there have been 2,179 deaths in Christmas movies to date. Can you guess which Christmas movies have the most deaths? Do you know? Any ideas?
Is it a Christmas movie that has deaths, or is it a horror movie that revolves around Christmas?
It's both of those things. It can be...
It's not Die Hard.
It's not Die Hard, although that came to mind for sure. Honestly, Die Hard is always on my mind, doing episodes like this, but it's not. Okay, so there's lots of horror movies, like you said, lots of horror movies revolving around Christmas that are at the bottom of this list, or like top-ish but not super noteworthy, including Shredder with 12 deaths, Insanity Wolf Christmas Song with 17 deaths, and Don't Open Till Christmas at 18 deaths. Then there's 2015's Krampus, the first one I really recognized, at 21 deaths. Next is out of left field, The Shining at 25 deaths, not the movie, the series. Again, something to note. Then we have Santa's Sleigh at 45 deaths, Black Christmas at 53 deaths, and then the last two, we're going back to Gremlins at 803 deaths. And finally, the number one, again, at least according to this wiki, which might be out of date, but I think it's not that out of date. If it is, we have a number one movie of Christmas deaths, The Nightmare Before Christmas, at 1,118 deaths. That's 14.7 deaths per minute, an impressive sleigh for Christmas Day.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woo-hooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Heading downtown to a museum, sporting event, show, or for holiday shopping? Plan ahead for the Red Line service changes starting Monday, December 18th through Saturday, December 30th. Free shuttle buses will replace trains between DuPont Circle and Gallery Place. For more detailed information and travel alternatives, call 202-637-7000 or visit WMATA.com, WMATA.com.